Hi, I'm Johnny from Johnny's Motorcycle, and what we have here is a nice Volkswagen Trike project. I recently acquired it, and I had some big hopes and dreams for it, but I'm out of time and trying to thin down some of my projects. So, what really attracted me to this is I've never seen a frame this thick. I mean, I've seen the Trikes before where they're like a motorcycle front end, but I've never seen any that are this thick, and this leads me to believe this was like a nice kit you could buy back in the day. For me, if I had the time to do a trike, this is what I wanted to use. Because if you look at it, everything is just beefy, you know? And the way it's all set up, it looks like it's something. And something really nice about this has a good core is it rolls. And you can watch, transmission's not frozen either. You can watch as the CV joints and everything go back and forth. You can see it turning. So that's what's nice. I don't know any history on it, so I don't know. It's trying to roll away on me, but I don't know, if it's any good or if it's any bad. I couldn't tell you that, but I do know it rolls. I really like the front end as well. I thought it'd be kind of cool to even put it on a chopper if I didn't end up going this direction. I've never seen a rigid front end like this. I've seen like a Springer style, but I've never seen a rigid. So we put the wheel on it and everything, so you can kind of just roll it, but it needs some love, it needs some time put into it, but I think this could be a really cool piece. I really wish I had the time to mess with it, but I don't. We're racing and, focusing more on the shop now, so the smaller stuff has to kind of go. But I love it. I really think it's really neat. So, I've never seen another frame like this in person. My guess is maybe it had like a big fiberglass body on it when it was, when it was ridden at one time. So the guy I actually got it from told me his dad rode it with his wife all around the country, and he said they even, had it, pulled behind their camper at one point. So there's definitely something really cool at one point. 3 lights are kind of cool in the front. Looks like some Yamaha turn signals of some kind. So it's a neat piece. I just can't reiterate it enough. I've never seen one this thick in my life. So for me, this is what I would want to use. This is what I did want to use. And the more you keep looking at it, how everything's put together, it looks like it's got to be something from a nice factory or something where they were building these. So I do have a motor that will come with it also. I don't know any history on that. I was told it was somewhat of a little bit of a hot rod. So I bought it. I have a Volkswagen thing, and I bought it because, the motors will fit. But I really would like to find another motor for my car that's the correct VIN number and all that, because they have special engine guards and skid plates from the factory. So this motor would fit, but at the end of the day, no matter how much time I put into it, I'd really have to do some crazy stuff to put my skid plates and stuff on. And at the end of the day, it's not the right VIN number for my car, so that also is part of why I'm selling it. It's never really going to be exactly what I'm looking for. So, but I thought I'd offer this online, and I think it's really cool. I really do. I wish I had the time to do something with it, but I think it's definitely a really solid part to start if you're going to do a build of some kind. Because you look, it's not rotted out anywhere. There's no holes in the frame or anything that I see. It's really, really solid. All right, so here you can see I had the engine on my engine stand here. I do want to let everybody know I don't have a title. I didn't see any numbers on the neck, but I didn't try to, scratch off any of the powder coat because it's pretty thick on there. I also am not throwing in my engine stand with this. I need that for my future stuff. But when I looked up the engine number, it starts with the prefix AE, and obviously it's a Type 1 style motor. So I believe it's somewhere between 1971 and 1973. Originally a 1600 dual port. I don't know anything about what's inside the motor or anything like that, but it looks like the flywheel was ground down, and the guy was telling me his dad used to do wheelies and had a wheelie bar on it. So that's pretty cool. The exhaust is pretty neat. I'm not sure what's going on here. I've only ever seen these on one other motor. I don't know if those are stock or not. I know this part of the exhaust is not stock, but appears to be in pretty decent shape. I didn't feel any holes and can't poke my finger through it, so that's good. It had a little bit of water inside, so the next thing I was going to do was take the distributor drive gear out, because I got the distributor out, and I was maybe thinking that might be a big suspect of why that's holding in there. So here's some of my parts I took off of it. Just as you see, that's how I took it off. Originally when I got this, I was hoping it would be somewhat of a quick project, just get turned over, maybe fired up, and I wanted to hear what the bottom end and everything sounded like and kind of go from there was my goal, and I just totally ran out of time. So racing is upon us, and we're getting pretty slim on space. We just ordered a bunch of new inventory, so But this is what I got. It's got a pretty cool little pulley guard with it. So, but everything seems pretty solid. I mean, it definitely had some water in it at one time, but I don't think it, I think it could be salvaged. Or if you had a motor you could throw on there, you could keep this as a spare. Like even the rocker shafts and everything, they're not like rusted out or anything like that. And I blew a lot of water and sludge out of it, but we also had power washed it, so probably got some in there as well when we did that. Even though we cover everything up, motors aren't necessarily watertight. So, but here it is. It's a pretty neat start to a project for sure, and I just wish I had the time to finish it. So we will be traveling to the races here July 18th, 2025. We'll be racing in Wauseon, Ohio. It's near Toledo, so northwestern Ohio. So maybe if you're in Michigan or Indiana or somewhere around there, we could possibly figure out something on shipping I could bring to the races. So that's what we got. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.